Horace and Virginia Wilson, longtime members of Cedar Grove Baptist Church, who are, I'm sure, full of memories. Horace, let me start with you. How long have you been a member of Cedar Grove?
Probably 55 years.
Oh my word. Was this, when and where did you make your decision to accept Christ as your Savior?
I made my decision at White Chapel, but I joined Bethel.
Okay.
Church. I was ordained as a deacon in Bethel.
Okay.
And when I came here, they accepted me as a deacon.
Okay. What year was that you were saved?
1963.
63. Fantastic. Okay, and then Cedar Grove. Okay. So where were you baptized?
I was baptized in Dave Horace's Lake at Branchville.
Oh. At whose?
Dave Horsley.
Dave Horsley. Okay. And you've been a deacon ever since you've been here.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you joined the church here, who was the pastor?
The Floyd Battle.
Yeah. So, services were still held over at the chapel, or were we already in the new building?
Chapel. They didn't rebuild it yet.
Yeah. What pastors made lasting impressions on your life?
Brother Dale Hammer
I loved him.
and Brother Linda Martin
Uh-huh.
and Brother Fred Donovan and they all made a lasting.
Impression.
There's several, I can't think of all of the names, but
Yeah.
they were here.
Yeah. Who are some of the dear old saints that you remember from years ago?
Friend.
Dear old saints? People you looked up to?
And Roy Jones and Miss Maureen Smith and Elisha and David and Nanny DeShazo and Miss Bette Palmer and there's so many of them I can't think of. They done passed on.
Yeah. Are there any particular lessons they taught you about life?
Yes, ma'am. They taught me to live a Christian life. They taught me how to carry myself, and by watching them, I was taught to. It wasn't just watching them. They had a testimony of their own self, and I tried to pattern myself after some of them.
Yeah, yeah. Are there any significant events in the life and history of the church that you remember?
Yes, ma'am. I remember when we were in that church, we had so many, and we had to put seats out and people standing up. So I was on the building committee, me and Miss Otis McLaughlin and Preston, and we were all on the building committee, Charles Ash, and we went to Anniston to look at a church with the plans that we got here. We went to look at it, and the state board modified the plans for us free, and we changed it a little bit, but it looks outside the same as that one. But then we built this church. We hired a contractor just to oversee it and, you know, buy the stuff, build it. And well, I know R.W. Wright was here then, R.W., and we had a meeting in the little office way back in the corner. And we raised $200,000 that night in bond. We bought, you know, sold bonds, and we bought them, some of us bought them, and so we sold them out, but we had $200,000 that night. And that's when we built the church.
That was memorable. How do you think the church has changed through the years?
Well, it's changed. Everything changes, but the church has changed just like anything else.
Yes.
But it's still a spiritual church. There's still sweet people. The sweet was going on, but there's a sweet group here now, and I love them all dearly.
Okay. What do you think God is calling Cedar Grove to do?
Win souls.
And you and Virginia are big believers in that and participants in that, aren't you? Okay. Virginia, let's turn to you right now. And let me ask you to tell me a little about yourself, your family background, and where you came from.
Actually, I came from Argo, Alabama. You know what Argo is. My dad was, we went to Presbyterian church. My dad was an elder in the Presbyterian church there. And I had 6 brothers and 5 sisters, 11 of us in the family. And I lost, I lost my youngest brother before I was born. He died with some kind of something that they didn't know then what. And then my oldest sister, Geneva, she was a diabetic. My mother didn't know it. And when they got her to the hospital, she didn't make it. And then I had Vernon, he passed when he was about, I guess, 12 years old. He had some kind of stomach problem. And, you know, and he there for several days, you know, like with diarrhea, just sick, real sick. When my mother and them got him to the hospital, he passed on that night. And so I lost 3 of those. But then my dad was a sharecropper for domestic merchandise, and we helped work. You know, all of us kids had chores to do. I mean, we were trained, you know, to work. And then my dad found a farm at Moody, and so he came to look at it for sale, and so he decided to buy the farm because he was working in the mines at, you know, at what do you call it, not Margate, but down on the highway. What was the name of it? Anyway.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so, we, you know, we started in the few days after we moved, we didn't have a car or anything, so we walked to Bethel Church. With all the children, but sometimes they didn't go. Anyway, when I was 9 years old in the revival, I accepted Jesus as my Savior. And I had a fantastic Sunday school teacher, Miss Durrell, and so then I lost my dad in 1949. He passed on right before I graduated from high school. And but I still kept going to Bethel and everything until I met Horace. We got married, then we lived here for a while, then we went to Chicago for, I guess, a year and a half when Cheryl was born. And we came back to Bethel, and we were there for 10 years more. And then Cheryl and Joni, they was wanting to go to GA's and RA's, but we didn't have one car, so we had a home in Leeds, so he said, well, let's just try Cedar Grove. So we came to Cedar Grove, and I tell you, that's where we're supposed to be.
Oh.
I mean, it was like, he was a deacon at Bethel, and we hated to leave. And Brother Edna and Brother Battle, they was fantastic. And it was just, you know, and the next Sunday after I was here, they asked me, Frank Gower come up and said, would you take the college and career? So I did. I was teaching the 5 and 6 year olds. I said, okay, I'll take it. But we had a commissary that it was fantastic. I mean, it had all the lessons in it, and you could study. And man, this girl studied.
Oh.
But it was awesome. And then after a year was up, I took the 11th and 12th, and then a few years for that, and then they needed somebody in the 7th, 8th, and then that group said, no, we're going. If you don't go with us, we're not going.
Oh.
So I carried them through the 7th, 8th, through the 11th and 12th. I mean, that's some of the, you know, what happened. And we had one little girl, she was Cindy Cole, and she had some disabilities. And I know that's the reason the Lord had us there with her, to work with her. So that's what's the great about it.
Yeah. Well, where were you baptized?
I was baptized in the creek, Kelly Creek.
And who was it that baptized you?
Brother Reginald Bishop.
What was his first name?
Reginald Bishop. He was
Reginald.
a minister up there then.
Okay. So you've always been active in teaching.
Huh?
You've always been active in teaching.
Yeah.
Well, who are the pastors that you remember who made a lasting impact on your
Well,
life?
actually, every one of them, Brother Fred Donovan, Brother Hammer, Kenny Williamson, and everyone, and poor, rest his heart, Brother Billy Abrams. He is something else, I tell you. I think I don't care where if you're in the hospital or something, that feller's there. And how he does what he does, I think he flies.
Or has a helicopter.
But he's awesome. And he's the one that all of them are. All of them have been over the years.
Who were some of the dear old saints that you remember from
goodness.
yours?
Every one of them. Aunt Ruth, John, Brother Frank, and Elijah, and all. And I see Kelly, Matt Lee, and Sarah. Every one of them. I can just. Poor Clyde Little, I loved her to death. She was sweet.
R.C. McCullough.
You remember?
Yeah, he's the one that bought the clothes.
Yeah, and I'll tell you about R.C. and Matt. We had a prayer meeting at our house, and so I told her I was volunteer at community services, and I said, and it was really a bad time, that was in the 80s or so, and when the jobs was hard to find, and we would have just droves of people coming every day, and I said, we just need clothes and food and everything. And that was on a, I think Thursday night or Friday night, and when we had our prayer meeting. And so on Monday morning, I come home for lunch, and Irma said, "You get yourself down here. You're the cause of this." I said, "Irma, what have I done?" She said, "Just come on down, and I'll show you." And R.C. and Matt, here they come with 2 loads of shoes. I mean, just everything.
Oh.
And we filled that office was filled, packed, jammed. And I don't know what the Lord had sent in there for that. They needed it.
Well,
And
fantastic.
he said, before you call, I answered. And that was, I mean, that's one of the things that I really
Remember.
remember most. But all of them had that very important in my life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. What kind of spiritual guidance did they impart to you that's still useful to you today?
That what kind of a? What?
Spiritual guidance that.
It's just that me be faithful and love, love the people and, let the Lord lead us to whatever I need to do. And He does it. He does it all. We don't do nothing. He just uses our feet and hands and mouth.
If we're willing.
Give Him the glory and praise for it all, because I don't do anything.
Yeah. What are some of the significant events in the life and history of the church that you remember?
It's just a lots of things. Our prayer meetings, our eating together as a family, and I don't know, just our WMU we had was awesome, and our brotherhood was awesome, and just the whole church, combined together as a family, big family.
Yes. Was there a time at Cedar Grove that your faith was tested and you grew spiritually as a result of events?
Yes, it was a time that, and this is something that people might think I'm crazy about doing it, but both of our children had just gotten married, they had a young family, and I said, they wasn't in church at that time, and I said, if I take a class, would y'all come? Yes, Mother, we would be glad to, every one of them. And I told Brother Taylor, I said, I think would it be okay if I had a young people's Sunday school class? And he said, I don't see why not. And I got on the phone and I called, oh goodness, a list of people that I knew was not in the class that was young married couple, Leon, Melanie, and I don't know, just a bunch of them. And they said, oh yes, Miss Virginia, yes, yes, yes. And in 2 hours time, I had, count me and Bud, 28 folks. And I said, oh Brother Taylor, I've got 28. Well, Jimmy Evans has got a class, it might cause some problems. I don't think you're gonna have it. So I didn't know what to do. I called him all that, said he won't let me have the class. But okay. So we went to, I told him, I said, let's just go to the Cathedral of Cross and get away. I need to go and see find what the Lord wants for me. And I went in that altar and I said, now Lord Jesus, here I am. I don't know what to do. Tell me what I need to do. And when I got up, I just went back to my seat. And the next day, my phone rang. And it was a minister, Jim Henderson from Leeds Assembly. And one of my friends knew what I was going through that went there, and we shared and prayed together and done things, mentally ill. And so he said, I heard you were disappointed and discouraged at your church. Would you come and give us a chance? So the next Sunday we thought, well, we'll go and just see. And honey, we went in the class, it was Brother Bearden, and it was so awesome. I mean, anointing, the power. I could sit there all day and listen to him. So we joined the church, and what happened, they was praying for people to come and help build the church. And in 3 years' time, we had people come from everywhere. I started the Love Care and Share Ministry, and it was just awesome. The people that we got to minister to that was saved and come into the church. And it was just an awesome thing. And then after it got built, they took the Love Care and Share Ministry out, put a lady who'd been in there, married 3 or 4 times in the ministry, and it just, spirit wasn't there. And then before you know it, we just prayed, and then we thought, well, let's just visit back Cedar Grove, and so we did. And I think it was Kenny Williamson.
Brother Smith.
Yeah, Brother Smith was here. And then Brother Kenny Williamson, and he was just awesome. And, and I just felt like we need to come back home.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Well,
We
fantastic.
went on a mission field to build that church.
Uh-huh.
The Lord uses you for different things.
Yes. Yes.
Just like He sends these people out of our church to the mission field
Mm-hmm.
for years, but we have a mission right here at home.
Yeah. Yeah. We do. Well, how would you complete this sentence? God is calling Cedar Grove Baptist Church to.
I think more maybe cottage prayer meetings and people getting to know each other. I see some of them I don't know and wearing their name tags again, where we can just know people individually, you know, and I think that would help a lot. And maybe start having some revivals again. That would be reach the people out here, because it's millions of them out here that don't know Jesus Christ, and that's what it's all about. That's what we're all about,
Exactly.
getting them to know Him.